Today we're going to show you how to disassemble this HP 7525 printer. It is basically same as HP 7510, 7515, 7520, and 7525. They're all going to be the same kind of printers. So first we're going to start off with opening the front door, the top unit of the printer for the printhead carriage to slide to the middle. And then we're going to unplug the printer to leave it at here so we can easily remove the printhead. And we have the printhead out. Then we're going to remove the front control panel or the screen, which is all one assembly. We're going to pull the screen all the way open like this here, so it's in a horizontal position, standing up. Then we're going to push from the left side, we're going to push to the right at the bottom and then pull up the screen. Now the screen is out of the bottom brackets there, and we're just gonna, we can just here, let me show you. It has this bar in the back, and this one just removes by pushing it down on that far side. Push that bar out and here it comes out. So you're basically sliding it off here and it comes right out. Carefully disconnect these cords. Trying to hold the camera and screen is out. Same, everything that we're going to do in reverse, you're going to put it back basically if you need that. This Adf tray comes out very easily. Just open it, push it in the middle, and it comes out. For the Adf unit, if you want to pull it up all together, we're going to pull it up, disconnect it right here. So this Adf feeder unit is free to go. We're going to take a flathead screwdriver, and with the flathead screwdriver, we're going to go in here, and on either side, there's going to be the units that they're kind of hard to see here, but you just pull it to a certain side. Let me give you a better view of this. I tried differently, but it's kind of hard to see. But we're gonna put the screwdriver right here. Okay, here we go. We're gonna put a screwdriver right here, and as we slide it in there, it should let the side of this come right out. There we go. To the left, and this unit is out. We have a roller set right here that you can replace by pulling out from here. This is how that comes out. And then when you try to remove this, you just prop it right here to the left, and then carefully holding it all together in one piece, just removing it right here. It has a spring under here. This is your Adf roller set. If you want to replace it, this is how you do it. Make sure these parts right here, they fly off easily, so make sure you keep them, don't lose them. So now we're going to continue with the removal process of disassembling this printer. We're going to remove the front tray. In order to remove these moldings here and open up the printer, we're just going to need to grab the printer, this molding here up front, and just trying to pull it forward and then to the right side, and then pushing it back like so, and it comes out easily like this here. We're going to do the same thing for the left side. So forward or towards us, then to the left, and then to the back, and it just pops right off. Now we have an access to these screws right here. That's to remove these covers right here, and then we're going to be able to remove this front panel. To do that, we're going to use a T10 size star-shaped screwdriver tip, which we have here, size T10. And they just pop right off. If you just pick it up a little bit and slide it towards you, they come right out. Now we have this exposed. We're going to remove this part. There it goes. Now to continue with our removal process or disassembly, we're going to take this screw out right here. Everything is going to be in T10 size like I said before. There's a screw right here, another one right here. So we're going to take a Phillips screwdriver and just kind of prop this up. We need this side removed in order to get to connections to disconnect everything from the main board. So the side comes right out. Now we have access to all of the connections here on the board. The board lays flat on the bottom here. So we're just going to go ahead and just continue and get all the, if we're totally dismantling this printer, we're going to remove all the cords very gently to avoid damage to the board. Okay, got these out. Okay, so we have that out to where we can remove the top portion, and then when we get to more access here, we can remove the rest of the cords. For now, we have this part. To remove the top, we're going to remove these plastic covers first. They just are removed by Phillips screwdriver. Now, with those removed, we can turn the printer around, looking up front. And there's tabs in there. This hinge assembly is the one that we can just remove. We're going to press over here, and that should let us free the printer top tray. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a screwdriver right here. Here's a better view. So I'm going to put it in here, shove it in there, and then just push it down, and then pull the top tray towards myself, and you can see it's out. We're going to do the same thing to the left side, and that'll free the top portion. So we have those two that we pulled up, and then we're just pulling them out, and the disconnected cords should just free themselves. Now we have a printer like this here, and we're going to continue. Okay, now we're going to remove all these screws that we see up top here. There's going to be one here, there, There's two in here, and then all these here. So we're going to remove them. And one screw on the back. It's going to be by this hinge over here. We're going to remove it also. Okay, with all the screws that I showed were removed, we're going to pull these hinges up, and that should free the whole panel here. Pulling it straight up like so. There's a cord right here. Just you want to be careful that it's disconnected to take this all off. So now we have the top off. These hinges here, if you are having to replace them, what you do, you just, after you got this panel out, just pull them out like this here. Okay, we're going to remove this side here. This one is still screwed in, so we're going to remove the screws. There's a screw right there, and one right there. Right next to it is also screwed, but that's holding the control panel, the Wi-Fi board. We're going to remove any screws that we see. Usually I like to do it all together. Any screws that I see that hold the board. So that's going to be, we're going to first remove this front panel with the two screws that I showed. Then there's a screw right here up top. Then in the back there's a few screws that you just got to look around for. We're going to remove this one also, so we have easy access for removal of that. Here we also have an access to the timing strip, which is this strip right here that directs the carriage where to go. It disconnects easily over on this side like that, and then we're going to pull it, put it on its side like so, and it comes out right away. Now I'm going to continue removing all the screws that I see for the board. There's one that's going to be a little hard to get to. It's here in the back. You can see that screw right there. They're side by side of each other, and we're going to remove both of them in order to get access to the board. Carefully pull this up. That's the Wi-Fi board from the logic board. Just screw it here and here. Then a couple over here that, like I said, they're a bit hard to get to. You need a long nose. We got those two out. I think that's all. We're gonna check by just propping this up, see how it goes up easily, and then we're gonna see. Hoping you can see everything here. So I got this up, and now the board just comes out like so. So you got the board out. This is our the main board for the printer. We got it out. So if you want to just pick this up before, like I did so, to pull the formatter out, but if you're trying to get this part out, just remove all the screws before you pull the board out, the formatter board. So same here, it's gonna have basically just one screw on that side that you need to remove, and here goes our whole printing assembly over here with the carriage unit and everything else. Carriage unit can just be removed by removing the rod over here, pulling up the spring, and pulling it out. The rod is now free. and you'll just need to remove some stuff on this side, like these gears. Pulled out, then the rod will be easy to pull out, and you can just pull it off that. Basically, this printer has been used a lot. You can see by the ink gunk in here, definitely a few, maybe 10,000 pages or so. Very dirty, so I'm not gonna reassemble this printer. I'm gonna just part it out. But yeah, you can see that it already probably had issues with printing because of such a buildup. This is the pickup roller that I'm gonna save and use it. Just removes by these 3 screws, and just in case you have a problem with the pickup after you clean the rollers and you still have issues, that's the part you need. So here's what the printer and everything that it print stands on. It's this plastic assembly. This is one piece, and then everything is put back like we saw. Disassembly. Hopefully I was able to help whoever needed guidance taking apart this printer to fix something, or just using parts off of it. Also, one last thing, you can see that it dripped a lot of ink as I put it out. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of use on this printer, but these are very good printers. If you need this paper guide, sometimes people have skewed printing or something out of the way, and basically the problem is going to be with this that you set up for your paper width. You're most likely going to have it like this for the 8.5 sheet or A4. But to replace those, we also have these online, and some other sellers have them online. You're just going to pull it to the left and pull this all the way to this section here, where you can see it's open. Now this part is free since we moved it to the left. It lets our part come out like so. So to put it back in, you do the same thing. This is the one that it glides on. Alright, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I'm going to post more videos for this printer model, and possibly, well, not possibly, but definitely other printer models. Subscribe, like this video. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.